First, we have Larry Holmes, weighed in at 226 pounds. He stands 6 foot 3 inches tall. Up against them, James Buster Douglas, 192 centimeters tall. Here comes Buster Douglas. You know the name. Pulled off one of the most famous upsets in all of sports when he knocked out Mike Tyson in Tokyo, Japan.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Insane action. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Which fighter will say no mas? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut doesn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like...
Come on, you're going back into it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Miss with that jab. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want that heavy fist. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with that jab. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. That one will count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without...
You're much better than this, Stag.
There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. The counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Can't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both men step back for just a moment. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Hook misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punch. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Couldn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing.
Let's go out there, get your boxing.
There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Jab not finding its target. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Catch and shoot. Perfect counter lands. This is a high-octane battle. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we gonna see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
It's a bad round, alright, but we don't care.
And there's the bell for round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The courage on display here is incredible. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched. And this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.